we're going to talk about a tragic story, which is so absurd that you will have to forgive me for cracking a smile or chuckling about this. Honestly, it's so
tragic
insane.
Stories are the best to laugh about.
A man was caught in a viral, humiliating moment, and shortly after, I mean, literally the same day, he took his own life, probably in fear of exactly what happened, that this video would make its rounds on social media, and he would be exposed for being a sex offender. This man went to a drive-through coffee shop, which is called Bikini Beans. I think you can guess the business model here.
It was weird when Mary told me about this. I was like, oh, they do that in Landman. So in the show Landman, there's a drive-through coffee place where the women wear bikinis.
This is a real thing. Yeah. It's like Hooters or Twin Peaks, these different restaurants. These women, the baristas, wear bikinis and they make you coffee. That's the whole business model, and I assume most of their customers are men. But what most of their customers don't do is show up to the business not wearing pants and masturbating in their car in front of the employees. That's what this man did.
Yeah.
And it was actually a repeat offender type of situation. He was known in the area and people were warning about him in Facebook posts. So
he
when
was
he was
like a local menace.
Yes.
Okay.
When he showed back up to this location, an employee of Bikini Beans walked out and started recording him with her phone. As you can see in this video, we'll show it. There's nothing graphic here, but you can see.
This one?
Yeah. This is.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
Yeah.
And there he immediately drove away as soon as he knew that he got caught. And then shortly after, shot himself.
That is insane.
He was a 27-year-old father and husband. He took his own life a day after a woman exposed him online for not wearing pants at a Bikini Beans drive-thru in Arizona. His name was Nautica Malone. He was seen without pants in the video the day before his death. His family is now calling for justice in this situation. I don't know what that would look like. Seems like he walked himself right into this one.
What was it about this story that like kind of hit you? Because I mean, it's not necessarily something we'd normally cover, but you were like pretty gung ho about covering it. It's like was it just kind of shocking the brazenness of it?
You can tell that these days people are so anxious about being recorded. Mm-hmm. Everyone has a camera in their pocket, and they could catch you in one of your lowest moments. For instance, that even happened to Tiffany Gomez, who had the viral plane meltdown, and still she's never explained the full story behind why she was having this meltdown on a plane in public.
Anything. It was like a Xanax and too many like wine spritzers.
Right.
Wine spritzers.
I don't know, whatever.
That's why she's embarrassed about the wine spritzers.
She's embarrassed about what she was drinking. She's like, if it was whiskey, I would tell people.
Okay.
We have a 20 from Weary Traveler. All coffee shops will be owned and operated by Mary going forward after the societal collapse. No more Bikini Beans. Yeah, not to say that I endorse the existence of Bikini Beans or the women working there for what they do, but obviously his part in this situation is more to blame.
I just feel like we live in a culture that's so ADHD now that this would have just disappeared from everyone's brains in like 30 seconds. I really do.
I've been seeing people talk about it.
Like, I just imagine it disappearing.
Because the weird part is that the video went viral before people even found out that he took his life.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but like a month goes by and there's 30 more stories that are just as bad, worse, or the news cycle is insane. So you just forget about it. And yeah, it's humiliating for the guy, but it puts a lot of pressure on you right off the bat because he's terrified that his life is over.
Police said the employee told her manager as he rolled up to the drive-thru window, still naked from the waist down. The manager whipped out her phone and recorded a video of him. The video was subsequently uploaded to social media and quickly spread online with millions of viewers commenting and accusing Malone of inappropriately touching himself in front of the manager. He then drove to the city of Goodyear, Arizona, and shot himself in the head, according to Maricopa County Medical Examiner. Tempe police tell TMZ on the night of his suicide, members of his family showed up at the coffee shop and were aggressive with the staff, stating that Malone had killed himself over the incident. TMZ reached out to the owner of Bikini Beans, Ben Lyles, who tells us, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment."
Yeah.
He really isn't a sympathetic figure here.
No, but I guess they're saying the family is.
But
at least...
for some reason, his family is denying everything, even though it's right there on video. And he was doing this multiple times.
Yeah.
I get it, like family loyalty and all that, but they're going to go back to the location and then continue harassing the same employees that caught him in the act.
Yeah.
That's insane behavior. I saw this one tweet. "More men could learn from the car gooner. No fuss, no podcast, no crying about getting canceled, just straight to ending it." So some people are celebrating the fact that he ended his life.
That's a bit...
That's too much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not going to lose any sleep over
They're
it.
saying no podcast. Like, he didn't go on some podcast to explain his side of the story.
Not like Tiffany Gomez
Yeah,
did.
like, he goes on with Patrick Bet-David to be like, no, this is what really happened.
Like, they stole my pants.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You didn't see the
It's
context.
like, actually, I was changing.
No, there's no context that could actually excuse his behavior in this situation.
Who is the actress? I remember reading some IMDb entry about an actress who, like, got pulled over while she was like, driving and changing on the way from, like, set, and had to, like, tell the cop as the cop came up to the window, like, please go away for a second. I'm naked. Like, I forget who it was, but...
Sounds like you shouldn't be driving and changing
yeah.
at the same time. That's unsafe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, stories like this are kind of like, I was just surprised that this is one that you wanted to talk about, because I guess these are the ones that I feel like you end up on whatever sites, whether it's like not Page Six, but like an Indie 100 or a Dexerto or any of those sites, right? There's at least one story like this every few days. Not necessarily this
Not
specifically,
to this degree,
but ridiculous
sure.
in their nature.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I mean, I guess the thing that really sets us apart from the other ones is the tragic ending.
Right.
More so than the, like, stories of perverted people in public is nothing new, but I guess it was the swift nature in which it came to a conclusion.
It's just like, what did you think was going to happen? How deranged and out of touch with reality do you have to be to think that you can do that with zero consequences?
I don't know.
In this situation, he would have completely deserved to get publicly shamed. But that's what he was doing to escape that response.
Yeah.
And I see so many people say, you know, I'm not going to, like, hit on a girl at a bar because she's going to pull out her phone and record me and post it on TikTok, and then I'm going to get humiliated in front of the entire planet.
Well, as long as you're wearing pants.
Just
I'm
think
sure
about
you'll be-
this situation.
you'll be fine.
Like, the next time your mind goes to the worst case scenario, think about what happened to this guy.
Perspective is important.
You're not this guy. You're actually wearing pants. And just keep in mind, this happened to him because of his behavior. If you're doing something completely normal, you are not going to get publicly shamed for it.
Look, if you're out in public, you must be wearing pants.
Yes.
That is a very safe, very reasonable rule. Like, honestly, now
Unless
look,
you're at a pride parade. Apparently, all bets are off then.
I am doubling down on my earlier assertion that if you're out in public, you must be wearing pants. Okay? Look, I'm going to say this, and this is not something I'm endorsing, but homeboy probably would not have killed himself if he was wearing pants. Even if he was doing something gross like had his hand in his pants, he probably would have been able to play it off.
He'd be like,
and he
I
wouldn't have killed. Yeah,
I was
he
fixing
wouldn't
my
have killed himself.
boxers. I was fixing my briefs. What are you
Don't
talking
leave
about?
the house without pants on.
Always probably good advice.
Always wear pants.
And Mary, you're correct that for the most part, as long as you've got pants on while you're asking her out, it's probably not going to be that bad.
It's gonna be okay, folks.
It's like that. Was that one video that one like Jordan the Stallion made where it's like it's the clip. It's like the worst she can say is no, and he's like no, 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 no. He's like, I remember going up to like the most popular girl in high school and asking her to prom. She goes, that must have been very hard for you. She basically like patted him on the head for taking the risk and then like walked away without saying anything.
You're so brave.
You're so brave for doing that. That's insane. All right.
You can have just a fraction of the audacity of someone like this. I think you're good.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.